know.
I feel excited. I cannot believe that we're actually doing the 23rd. I mean, that means we're 2 years away from the 25th. And oh my God, no one could have told me that we would be doing Divas Simply Singing 25 years, almost 25 years. It's amazing. That's a whole child, and I've got two.
I'm glad to be here. Cheryl and I, we've had some fun today in rehearsal. It's been great to see her and to know that she's continuing to do this and to help support everybody that needs help with HIV and AIDS and stuff, because unfortunately we still have to do this over 25 years later, and we're still having to do things like this. One day I hope we won't have to do this. There will be a cure, but in the meantime there are so many people that are living and thriving with HIV and AIDS. It has not stopped their lives. They've just had to shift, but it hasn't stopped them from living and thriving and being and doing whatever they want to do. So that's the blessing 25 years later.
I told Cheryl anytime I'm in town, I'll be here. I mean, just to be able to just show up and my presence be able to support such an important platform. I mean, AIDS has been an epidemic in our community, and the fact that how she started it, you know, the whole story with everyone that was in her theater company and, you know, how they passed, you know, it was a long time ago, but I mean, the fact that she's been doing this for 23 years, it speaks volumes for the fact that obviously she has a reach.
I believe in Cheryl Lee Ralph and what she's doing for the community, for the industry, and for the world. So I had to be a part of this event. Although I'm not a diva, you know what I'm saying, I'm a divo. But we came to support and just be a part of something great. We have to connect with greatness in order to be great in the world. And let the world know that we're not just about singing, we're really about singing for a cause. And this is a great cause.
I met Cheryl 2 years ago at Sherry Shepherd's wedding. And she was telling me about this event, but I had no idea it was this big. I mean, 23 years, I mean, just absolutely incredible. So it feels so good that 2 years later it's coming around and I'm able to be a part of it.
It's an event that I've heard about for many, many years, and it's wonderful, and it's something that we have to continue to do. So I was just thrilled that the opportunity presented itself, that I was not in New York and that I was here and that I could actually be here. So I'm very excited and really honored to be here.
It's my first time actually taking the stage. I've been in the audience for a couple of years, but actually to be invited by Cheryl Lee this year personally was a wonderful thing. I'm excited to be here.
It's an honor to know that Miss Ralph would think highly enough of my contributions to help. Here she comes right now to even invite me into such a prestigious event. Yes, she's the queen. Yes, she's the queen to be 1 in a million. She's the queen to be. That's too much. I'm cutting up. I don't sing like that. Don't you think that's how I sing? I'm cutting up.
For the baby to come out to support, of course, Miss Shirley Ralph.
Miss Shirley Ralph, she brought me here. She said she wanted us to come on stage and do some things.
I think I've done this for like 7 years, and I missed last year, and it's the first time I've missed in quite a while, but I've done it for about 7 years. The importance of the message that she's trying to spread, now we definitely need to find a cure, but what I love about Cheryl Lee is that she spreads love and she's out to abolish fear and ignorance. There's a lot of fear in connection with this disease and a lot of ignorance, and I think that we could eradicate a lot of the fear if we could get rid of the ignorance. There are still people who are shunned culturally and in their communities and even by family members because of this disease, and that has to stop. It has to stop. You know, it's affecting, there's not one of us that hasn't been affected by this disease, but I think that the worst thing that can happen after a diagnosis is to not be embraced, to not be loved, to not have people extend themselves to you, and even worse, to withdraw themselves from you if they've been always there.
My cousin Ronnie had AIDS, and he was had so much shame attached to it. And that's why we're here tonight, to say, you know, we're here for you. So please, don't be ashamed anymore. You don't have to. I mean, there's a cocktail to keep you alive now, but you still have to do the work and take care of yourself. That's what it's all about.
I have family members who are positive, and I just want to, support. Awareness and supporting makes the difference.
I don't know anybody who hasn't been affected by AIDS in some way, by some family member or some friend. I was from the theater district in San Francisco in the late 70s, early 80s when AIDS was just first starting to surface. And I lost 18 friends immediately, like within a matter of weeks. Just like one after the other within days before there was any kind of treatments or any kind of anything. And I have stacks of programs from my friends who passed away like an encyclopedia at my house. And it's a terrible, horrible thing that I hope that we can, hopefully find a cure for in my lifetime, especially for the progressive number of black women who are being affected by AIDS. I don't want to say why, down low, brother, but we definitely have to keep that in mind, that it's not just gay men that this is affecting. As African American females are the highest rising number of people with AIDS, and we really need to step up our game plan on that treatment situation.
I've had an uncle die to the disease. I lost a cousin to this disease. And it's just, so we want a cure. But until there's a cure, we really need to abolish the fear and abolish the ignorance.
I come from the Broadway community, and I've actually lost several of my colleagues and very dear friends to the disease. And so for me, it's a heartfelt moment, and I want to be able to be here to give back in every way that I can.
I actually have a very close friend of mine who has HIV, and she right now she does not have AIDS, she does have HIV, but I see the medication that she has to take on a daily basis, and I see what it does to her, so it has affected me.
Not me personally, but we see it touch our community all the time. So it's very important that we not only just be a part of us and our family, but about our community as a African American people, that we can kind of just be a part of the solution.
I mean, I've had people that I grew up with. My grandmother raised a lot of foster children, so I do know a couple of them that I've heard later on died from AIDS, whether it be from drug addiction or what have you. But not so much directly, but I used to sing at funerals and stuff, so certain things for me, then later on realizing, that's how they died at a young age. These things have certainly affected me, but not so much right within my immediate family, but it's real either way. Even if it's a friend of mine, that has had I'm very much aware that it's important for me to be here. That's why I'm here.
I'm from Washington, D.C., and we know that the AIDS rate in the city is so high. I do believe that among the new statistics, African American women are the highest cases of folks who are diagnosed with the disease. So having friends in the area who are personally affected, just knowing that people from my city are suffering from the disease, it does touch me in a very personal way.
My eldest brother succumbed to HIV and AIDS about 15 years ago, so I thought it would be good to bring something, a contribution to such a good cause, to bring more awareness to HIV and AIDS. We're in 2000, almost 14. We should have a cure by now. So what's going on?
It helps by the young person that comes up to me and says, "Miss Ralph, you changed my life." That means everything.
Raising the money, research, everything, it really, really helps. And making sure that people have what they need to survive, the medications and everything else that they need to live impactful lives.
I firmly believe that music brings people together. It inspires people. And if we're united, that gives us an opportunity to have a conversation about things that really matter, especially the HIV/AIDS epidemic. So I thoroughly applaud Cheryl Lee Ralph and the Divas Foundation for producing this event for so many years. It's a historic occasion, and I am more than thrilled to be part of it.
I think what Miss Cheryl Lee Ralph is doing every year with Divas Simply Singing, you see more and more of us out, and we get to play dress up, but it's for a great cause, and a bigger purpose. So I definitely think these type of events, I wish we had more, and I do believe that more of us would get involved and be happy to be a part of it, and donate our time and our services.
When God blesses you, give back. That's why I'm here.
I'm proud to be a part of this wonderful event yet again. I love Cheryl Lee Ralph. I love that she's about love. I love that she's about, it's a great thing. And so I'm here, and we're going to sing somebody's troubles away tonight.
Studio Q Show. know.